kita bermula
on time lah bro.
malam
Not
ini.
bad lah.
Salam sejahtera, selamat datang ke Pemain ke-12 bersama saya Rashid Saleh, Roshan Naran dan juga bukan Safi Salih tapi seorang lagi
one Abbas Saad. One Abbas Saad.
here with us on this really weird studio that we have here at Astro. It is
Budget.
Pemain ke-12 and not replacing Safi. Safi is still in the US. Masih dekat US ke?
Yeah, he watched the Ecuador-Germany game.
Yeah, he watched.
Oh, so it's a German.
He was dia sokong German tapi German kalah lawan Ecuador.
Safi's irreplaceable.
Safi is one.
He is irreplaceable.
And
Correct.
Abbas, even you. So, I
Yeah.
mean, this is a little joke. I mean, I'll say this on radio as well. So, Abbas and I go back to 2009.
Yes.
He was the first pundit for Astro Supersport. I don't know what they call now. It's Stadium Astro, Stadium Merdeka. I don't know what Astro Sports Channel is called anymore because they keep rebranding every 5 minutes. But Abbas, you were the first 442. And you will always be an older brother to me, bro.
Thank you.
Just want to say that out loud and
It's great
proud.
to be here anyway.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah, unfortunately for Rashid, he's known me longer, but you know that's his problem.
Yeah, I saw him when I first came in. I think ESPN days 2007.
Correct.
Whoa, Singapore.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
that's
Singapore.
Right, that's right.
But
yeah.
we were like, because I was the news team, so we don't really. We don't speak to the pundits. We only talk to them on screen.
High
Okay.
class.
Yes.
But Abbas, you'd be one of those first of iconic pundits that went from the game to punditry, right? In English, just not in Malaysia, but in Singapore. And at that point in time, you're going across the region in Southeast Asia via ESPN.
Yeah.
Was that any pressure for you, or you just loved it?
I think it was just new for me. Like anything, you know, it's just baby steps for me. I got asked. I was coaching in Australia. I got a phone call from ESPN Singapore, and said, "Would you like to come in there and do?" I remember. I think it was the Charity Shield final. And I said, okay, I didn't know it was going to be live. So that was my first step straight into live television.
Oh, really?
And I think they just wanted to see me on camera. They wanted to see if my face was pretty enough for camera and if I can talk the talk, like I used to play. So and it happened from there, and I loved it. And then I was just offered a contract, and I think I was there a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like I said, I ran into Rashid and met some beautiful people in the department there. And then from there, I headed off to Astro.
Yeah, so straight into the frying pan. Never been out of the fire. See, so much so he has no hair. Okay, baiklah. Bersama kami di Pemain ke-12 adalah Abbas Saad. I must say Abbas Saleh because that was a character in my show.
Oh no, I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
Kopitiam. So there was a character in Kopitiam. Kalau siapa yang masih dulu tengok sitcom Kopitiam, memang ada character dalam satu episod. Nama dia Abbas Saleh. Actually, it was named after you. Your character was named after you, and we had Lina Teo, our character, who was like not possessed, but like the whole episode she was like, she first saw you. We actually had a photo of you, but we couldn't show it. Yeah,
With hair.
Yeah, no, without the hair, without the hair.
Okay.
And then he was famous
was the
already.
Abbas
Saleh.
Abbas Saad.
So because we couldn't run away too much, but everyone knew it was him.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
you
like
were already famous in the
But you're
90s.
that
okay?
iconic, like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to call you sugar daddy. Sorry, I'm going to put you in a wrong
bloody
thing.
hell.
But
Oh,
no, like your hero, like your hero status. So we have Safi as well, which is the next generation of heroes. So, why did you go bald?
Okay.
I didn't go bald. I still got hair. I just shave it. But I did. It was a bet. It was a football bet actually, and I lost the bet. I think I was around 34 years old. I think towards.
You're
there.
right at 37 now.
Yeah, I'm only
73.
I'm only 10 years older than that. So, but yeah, I lost the bet. No, I shaved it, and I felt comfortable with it, and everybody around me felt comfortable with it, and yeah. And I just left it.
So you decided to go bald.
I decided to go bald. Yeah.
I've never known
Bukan
that.
semua yang
I
suka.
hope you like it.
No, it's okay. I mean,
okay,
you're my.
okay, that's
Okay, never mind. That's wrong. This is not that kind of a show, but.
Okay, kepada penonton kami di Sina dan juga Mix, kalau ada apa-apa soalan untuk Abbas Saad, please komen di TikTok anda, dan we've got a whole lot of questions for you. But first, let's talk about what's going on in Malaysia. So, as you know, Malaysia did have lost their coach, and Tan Cheng Ho sekarang dilantik sebagai jurulatih baru. You know Cheng Ho a
Yes,
bit.
he's come
So
back, yeah.
let us know your thoughts. What do you think of Cheng Ho as the interim coach
Look,
at the moment?
first of all, Peter Klimowski obviously is well known, and I think he's a very, very good coach. And I think he did a great job actually for the time that he's been here, was here. I was a little bit sad actually to see him go, but obviously he had a better sort of better offer maybe somewhere else, and maybe he felt pushed also. I don't know the whole story. As for Chan Tang Ho, he's a very, very good friend of mine actually. I think he's a wonderful coach. You look at him now, everywhere he's taken over. He took the Olympic team, he took the national team coach before. I know he's an interim, but he knows Malaysian football inside out. And if you're going to have somebody come in as an interim, you want a local coach who knows all the players, he knows the whole culture of the game and the whole competition. So I think it's a great move by FAM to put Chan there.
But do you think that's also, because you have someone known or someone who's been in the system, could it also create a bit of complacency as well for the system and the team?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that question, but no, I don't think so. I think players respect him. They played well under him, and I think it's just all system go. I mean, work's got to be done. I mean, it's been an unfortunate period in Malaysian football.
What did you think about the 7 players and all that? I mean, you're part of.
Tanya dulu.
No, but you're part of the whole Malaysian system. I mean, back in the day, what did you think, bro?
Yeah, look, I was in Australia. Obviously, I read about it like many people did. I don't know the whole information like you guys living here, and
We don't have that information also.
I'll be honest with you, but yeah, look, I was watching that game actually, the Vietnam. I wanted to watch Vietnam and Malaysia, that game, and I was like, I saw the lineup and I'm just trying to figure out who these names were, because I know the foreigners, I followed the league, so I didn't recognize any of those names who were playing in the Malaysian league. So, and that's when the commentator said, this guy's from there. Yeah, look, it did go a little bit out of hand. I don't know exactly what's behind it. I understand what they're trying to do. I mean, most of the countries do that. Australia, we do that. We bring in players, if this guy's got a little bit of bloodline in him, yes. If he's playing at an elite club or somewhere, let's bring him in. Let's have a look at him. So Indonesia did it with their bloodline. Vietnam did it not with their bloodline, but at least with players who've been playing in the league for 5 or 6 years, and they've given them the opportunity to take a citizenship. And we saw Singapore do it 15 years ago. I mean, they probably,
Juric and everybody.
More than 25, maybe 30 players. But where's it taken them?
Yeah,
it just went nosedive. Now they're starting to pick themselves up a little bit. But obviously with Malaysia,
such a good point.
I don't mind that coming in there. If you've got bloodline for absolutely.
Like how Pemain Dari
Brendan Gunn, all of these
even
fellas.
the Philippines do that quite often.
Yeah. I mean, the Philippines have done it, and they did it.
Matt Davis.
They spread their genes everywhere.
Yeah, and look, somebody like Brendan Gunn and there's a few boys who's playing Sabah now. There's a couple of Australian boys who've come in there. And they've done a good job there. And yeah, they've served the nation well. But with the other players, I don't know really what exactly happened. And if they don't have any bloodline, then they should be looked at. You should be looking more at the players, the foreigners who are playing here after 5 years or 6 years. Yeah, ask them. And if they're a good age, that's the other thing for me. If you're going to give somebody a passport, he's got to be like at least 26, 27, at least to serve the country. So they can still,
I know.
At
3 years.
5, 6 years or 7
So when they
years
hit 29.
or whatever it is. I understand. I think, look, unless you're Bergson, if you're listening, if you're listening to me, Bergson, I'm a big fan. I think he's just
he's class,
he's
bro.
sensational. He's class. I know he's 33 or 34, and I think he's eligible now to play for Malaysia. Yeah, and he's still fit. He's just strong. Look at Ronaldo. Look at Messi. I think Bergson's along that line. If he keeps on scoring goals like that, bring him in.
So if you could be in charge, we're going to go on radio in a bit. Okay, we'll save this for radio, but I'm going to ask you this question anyway. If you were in charge of Malaysian football, what would you do to restructure everything? Hold on, I'm going to ask
Whoa,
you. Here.
whoa,
Hold on,
whoa.
when you ask
Wow,
us the
wow,
question.
loaded question.
Yeah, hold on.
Wah, sakitnya saya. Salam sejahtera. Selamat datang ke Pemain ke-12 di Radio Sina dan juga Mix bersama saya Rashid Saleh. Roshan Safi tak ada, dia masih di United States of America, Eta Uni.
Amerika.
Tapi bersama kami adalah tetamu khas Abbas Saad, bekas pemain I was going to say Malaysia, bekas pemain Singapore dan juga
Johor.
Australia.
We say Johor, but you are Australian
Okay,
anyway.
yeah.
So you have a question for Roshan?
Yeah, so sorry, Abbas and I known each other since 2009. We were the first batch of Astro Supersport that launched the Premier League in Malaysia.
Right.
So you'll always be my older brother. I'm still shocked that you actually chose to be bald. You didn't go bald naturally. But my bigger question for you is, if you were in charge of Malaysian football right now, what would you change? Sorry, Abibi.
Welcome to the show.
I think you got to start from scratch. You have to start from scratch with everything that's happened now. You got to start from the top all the way down to the bottom. It's simple. You got to do that. I think you got to bring some really strong characters, strong people. You need footballing people, and I'll say that again. You need footballing people inside the FAM. I think to take hold and just restructure it again because the country needs it. Football is number one. Football is number one in this country.
When you say footballing people,
Yeah.
I mean we have
Politicians? Sorry.
No. We have kita ada Datuk Dola Saleh, so we have ex-footballers there as well.
Absolutely.
So
You got
what?
Dola Saleh, you got Zainul Abidin Hassan, you got former greats. You got obviously management from different states who are doing a great job with their teams in the football department. Why not? Why don't you lure them and
So when you see like
restructure
Kuching
it?
and JDT
Yeah.
and how successful they are and
Yes.
slowly think. So
Yep. Take a rein from those two. Take a rein from what JDT has done. Take a rein what Kuching is doing. Take a rein what Selangor now is starting to do. You know what I mean? And you got to have a strong league, but you got to have strong structure. You got to have the pillars. The pillars have
what
got
do you
to be
mean by
very
structure,
important.
bro? Because I mean we don't know football. I only just watch women's volleyball. But
Well, management. It's got to be management. It's got to be. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? It goes from right top to bottom. So that's important.
Okay, kita ada soalan daripada Syam. Do Malaysian football have the strong individuals characters like Abbas?
said. So do we have
like you said.
characters like we'll be like, oh, you might be of a politician's son, you might be somebody very famous. Can anybody here can
for
say
example,
no?
kalau kita ambil contoh Fandi Ahmad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just with Fundi yesterday. Why isn't Fundi involved? I mean, I know he's Singaporean, but you can bring him in here. You can bring him.
Rob Friend
into
was
Malaysia.
Canadian, so it's okay.
Hey. Well, let's not go there. I mean, I don't know who Rob Friend is.
No,
and
do it.
why-
But
and
not
I don't
my
think- I don't
friend.
think you know him personally either. But I'm not
Why
gonna-
me? I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
say anything.
I
You
can
interviewed
only-
him.
I
I
can
met
only
him
talk-
once.
Yeah, but I can only talk about the people who can help. You want?
Ah.
Listen. You gotta fix it. Yeah. There's got to be solutions now. Let's not embark on what's happened and it's gone now. It's finished. What is the solution? Who can help? That's what you should be looking at, and I hope we can bring in the right people into Malaysian football because Malaysia needs a strong league, a strong national team, and it needs to get the respect back from all the footballing powers who are here. And who are the footballing powers? Are the public, the supporters. You need the supporters now to back it up.
Actually, that's a very good point because you've played here in the 90s and you know how good kita memang ada banyak bakat dan talent di Malaysia.
Yep.
You know right now how much it has progressed anyway.
Yep.
In terms of how we play our football.
Yep.
But apart from that, what do you think is missing right now? Is promotion very important when it comes to football, especially here in?
Of course, marketing is important. You need obviously you need sponsorship. There's got to be more money into it. We can't just have one strong team or two strong teams in a competition. You already know. I'm a foreigner. If I'm coming in, if I'm playing, say I'm playing for Penang, but I'm a football player. For me, I play the game to win. I want to win medals. I want to win competitions. Now, what chance have I got against say a JDT who's run really properly, who've got strong, squads. They've got strong foreigners. Yeah.
So don't come in for a paycheck.
So exactly.
You're coming to
don't
compete.
just come in for pay. And then the quality of the foreigners. And during my time, we all had to be internationals. So the quality of the foreigners, I know we only had 2 and 3, but the quality of the foreigners were very, very good, which helped the league kick off. Yep, made it a stronger league, improved the local talent also because you're playing with better players. And that's what you need here. So the foreigners have got a job to do. They've got to be at least twice better than the local players because they need to improve not only the league, but they improve the local players. They need to improve in the local players. Now, the question is, how many foreigners? I've been hearing now you can sign 10 to 12 or 15 foreigners. I don't know if that's true or not. Is it
Okay,
true?
we'll answer that. Kita akan berehat sebentar di radio. Kita akan kembali dengan pemain ke-12 bersama saya, Rashid, Roshan dan juga tetamu khas Abbas untuk segmen kedua selepas ni. So, apa-apa pun join us on TikTok right now if you want to carry on listening and watching us. See you in a bit. Okay,
When you said the foreigners, right? So when you came in, right, and you saw, I mean, I know you when you were playing football, Abbas, when it was a friendly game, if you remember, we were playing against, we were doing the charity game. It was just you and I was a bunch of 11 girls. You remember the 11 women?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was so competitive, you know.
Yeah.
So when you came in as a foreigner and you saw another foreigner, you wanted to be better than him, right?
Of course, because it's my job's on the line. If I don't perform for my team, they can replace you after 1 month, 2 months.
yes.
You understand? So it was tough. And the pressure of being a foreigner, you had to perform. And pressure, you talk about pressure, I go and play in Singapore with a press there because you're playing for one team, you're playing
Yeah.
for a country. That is pressure. I'd score 2-3 goals and I'll still get smashed in the press, say, oh, but he missed 2 other goals. You understand? But, maybe other foreigners wouldn't wouldn't able to handle that pressure. So you had to perform, and that's why it's important to bring in the right players.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like I've come back since 2019 when I left this whole industry, and it always saddens me. Like, and I say this on the show, it's always the same thing again. It's the same cycle, but now we have a fresh start, right?
Yeah,
Apparently.
yeah.
So, for you, there's a comment. How can we attract high quality foreign imports if the league is not competitive? That's a
Yeah,
good question.
exactly. It's a very good
Question on
question.
TikTok. I mean, how would you?
Well,
Money, apart from money?
Well, it is. It's just money and managing it. How you manage it. I think most of the teams need corporate help. Yep, they might have to go alone. I think a lot of the states, if they can go alone with it, that could help.
Yeah,
How are you going to attract money?
So if I'm hiring a foreigner, and I mean you come with you have to score 10 goals or whatever it is, right? You need some clean sheets. Would you go with, and just me being loud, right? Would you go with a contract whereby if you score 10 goals, this opens up another pay packet, another package?
No, it shouldn't be like
If it's
that.
a clean sheet.
No, it shouldn't be like that. You sign.
No, I'm just asking.
You sign a contract. If you score 50 goals or you score 5 goals, you should just get your wage. You sign your wage,
Yeah,
but you've got to perform. It's perform based.
I'm just
You gotta
asking
It's
because
a
I don't
bonus.
Bonus,
if you
I'm not into it.
score
That's
more
it.
than 10, yes, you can do a bonus.
It
Yes,
happens.
that's different.
It happens.
It does happen.
Sponsorships
So-
mostly the sponsors give you bonus.
Yeah.
They say, Abbas, you get.
And
you'll
that
be
depends on
the top goal scorer.
Yeah.
You win the top goal scoring award. We'll give you maybe
Yeah.
so. But
Yeah.
the clubs shouldn't be.
Because I mean, in the region, we pay very well. By the way, if I remember right or remember the contracts,
Yeah.
the MFL actually plays really well at times. It's better than some of the contracts in Japan and Korea. Some of the signing fees and all that stuff. Do you think? I mean, and you don't blame them. A lot of these foreign players will come like, oh, okay, it's a good pay package.
Oh.
I'm coming in. I'm going to do what I can. I don't
Okay.
need to go bigger.
Yeah.
Before you answer, Paydak says, wow, lama tak nampak Abbas Saad. So long time we haven't seen you.
Yes.
Dia masih hidup, masih ada kat.
It's real, Abbas. It's not AI.
Rambut
yeah?
masih tak ada, tapi tak apa. So,
It has
tapi
been
ada
a while.
apa-apa soalan untuk Abbas, please let us know. Kena komen nak tanya dia apa-apa. Tapi before you answer the question, let's have a look at a little clip that we have from Abbas
Is it?
in
Oh.
1994.
Abbas! Yes! Goal! But Fundy has gone clear. Let's push the ball inside for Abbas! Oh, what a goal!
That's a nice ball to Abbas Saad. The defence has been split open. Can Abbas go on to score his hat-trick?
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay.
Oh, you're a footballer, is it?
Very excited commentators as well.
Yeah. Oh
and
my
that was
God,
against
what a goal.
tu lawan Malaysia kan? Pahang.
Pahang.
Lawan Pahang. Oh, the bila
94,
Singapore main dalam liga dulu. Oh
Malaysia
my
Cup
goodness.
Final, yeah, Malaysia Cup
He
final.
scored a hat-trick. I mean, what is it?
94.
Yeah, 94.
What was the
Yeah.
feeling like?
Oh, well, it was about time because I had lost two other finals with Singapore to Kedah actually, 1990 and 93. And I didn't score in those games. We won it in 91 with Johor. We won a double in Johor. And unfortunately, well, stupid of me, I got sent off in the semi-finals. We were 3-0 up, and I whacked one of the defenders who was whacking me all game. And I missed out on the final, but luckily our team won the final. And Irvin Boban, who was my teammate, he scored a
Oh,
hat-trick. So
my
he was the
goodness.
first. He was the first
Boban.
foreigner to score a hat-trick. I'm not
Ah.
sure if it's the first player. I'm not sure
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it
yeah.
goes there. He scored the hat-trick. We beat Selangor, I think 3-0 or 3-1 in that final. So yeah, I had to do it for Singapore. Third time lucky.
So I actually want to ask this question since you brought it up, and I just remembered the 90s. So the question is like, Singapore benefited from playing in the league.
Oh yeah.
So what happened? I mean, obviously there was a lot of things happening in the late 90s then.
Yep.
But the league now in Singapore, would they still should they benefit by joining the two leagues together? It's a question that's been asked, because then you can see maybe sponsorship across the two borders.
Who would
Has it
benefit?
been has it been mooted? Adakah Singapore dan Malaysia buat liga bersama-sama?
Combine, to combine.
What, yeah.
Look, I don't think both leagues can combine. It's just too many. I know there's only 8 teams in Singapore, or 6 or 7. No, I think it's 7 teams because
So
they
we
gotta-
technically should be having about 20, but we
Yeah,
have 14,
so
right?
Yeah.
If you got maybe the 12 best teams here, plus maybe 8 teams from Singapore, 20. That's just a league. That's a European league, isn't
Yeah.
it? Who would benefit more? Of course, Singaporeans
Singapore.
are going to benefit more. The Malaysians are not going to benefit more unless you are. I mean, when we were
Unless
in
you're a
the
Tampines Rovers
yeah,
fan.
but when we were in
Tampines.
the
Tampines.
MSL here, when we were in the Malaysian league,
How
it was the
come?
national team. It was one. It was one team. We had a support of 70, 80,000 in Singapore, and everybody wanted to beat us
Yeah,
in Malaysia. So every state we went to, it was a full house. So yes, absolutely, Singapore benefited and Malaysia benefit from one team, but to combine.
Well,
the
if
clubs,
you
I
break it
don't
down
know.
to 2 leagues, so you have you don't have to have too many teams, like 8 teams in the
Right,
Super League, and
yeah.
then the A1 has.
I mean,
the
we've had 8
development.
teams at one point
Yeah.
in time, but 8 teams was well, like
The numbers are I wouldn't say insignificant, but if you just have quality and then you have that relegation,
Yeah.
don't do it like MLS. Tapi
Yeah, but look at the S League. The S League is okay. They got their own league. They've had their own league now for a while. But you look at their crowds. You're talking about a few hundred people in the stadium watching the game, which is really
yeah, but when we
heartbreaking,
have
actually.
Malaysian teams coming over,
Exactly.
it
So
might
if you
just
get
trigger
Malaysian
something.
team, yeah, for sure, the
You
crowds
know,
will
what's the
build up.
difference between Australia and Malaysia in terms of football? Because your league over there is a shorter, it's a different calendar. So what was the biggest differences, or what is the one thing that Malaysian football can learn from Australia?
Ooh,
Wait, we're going on radio. Hold on, you answer the question. So this is the beauty of the show, lah, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Apu.
right.
Okay.
Hi, welcome back to Pemain ke-12 here on radio, on Mix, dan juga di sini bersama saya Rashid Roshan and also Abbas Saad, our
There's
guest
only
for
one
this
Abbas
evening.
Saad.
There's only one Abbas Saad.
One
Okay,
Abbas
so your
Saad.
question, Roshan, just now?
What can Malaysian football learn from Australian football in terms of the
I-League.
Not footy, yeah, mate?
Yeah. Oh look,
It's rugby.
it's not like Malaysian football is not run that well. The league. I mean, we got a good league here in Malaysia too, and in Australia we've had our difficulties too because the A League is only new. It's not that old, maybe 20 years now, but not that old. So they had to restructure it. They had to rebrand it, and I think that's what you need to do here. Maybe all the states need to rebrand their teams and to bring in more corporate money into it and just expand. And then obviously by expanding, maybe you get more quality of foreigners. You spoke about maybe Johor's and maybe Kuching, maybe Selangor, 3 teams who can bring quality foreigners because they can afford to bring them, where the other states are not bringing the the top prize players to come in here. And that's what you need to do. We did it in the A-League early on. We brought the Dwight Yorks and who was it? Del Piero's and all these guys. At least we branded it and we brought bums to seat, and giving it a little bit of life. So maybe that's what Malaysia can.
So almost like a wild
Australia.
card. So you bring in the superhero.
Well,
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
Pablo Aimar was there in Johor.
Well,
back
that's
in the day.
right. That's right. Johor did that with Pablo Aimar, and I think who's the other one? The botak striker. He also played for Argentina. Can't remember him here.
What's his
Okay,
name? No, he's also a Johor legend.
Yeah.
He's a very good player.
I think one of the stands in the stadium is named after him.
Correct. Figueroa.
Figueroa.
There you go.
I didn't figure that one out. Okay, but this is a question. Ada soalan daripada I see from Malaysians who were saying that we'll go to the International Cup in a while.
Right.
That said that Australia benefited from joining the AFC
Yep.
in the past.
Yep.
Okay, because
They did.
have
They did.
massively.
Yeah, I mean,
So, but
it was
they're
a
saying,
negative for Asia.
what
but-
Asian are there? Because every time Malaysians want to come over, it's very hard for them to come over anyway. But football-wise, it has benefited Australia more than anyone,
Greatly.
more than
Greatly.
the other way around.
Greatly.
You stop
because-
losing to Uruguay, you stop
Yeah.
losing to...
Yeah,
Yeah,
greatly. It
you're
was
not
it was
playing
the
in with
smartest thing
New
they ever did,
Zealand.
actually.
Yeah,
But you got to thank AFC for allowing him to come in, and also the Asian countries around, because I think they voted him in also. Yeah, because it was a tough road. I mean, we never
I used to
we
watch
never
his playoffs.
qualified for the World Cup until then. So it's been great. I think it's benefited football also in Asia. Australia, we got a strong Australian team. They're performing fantastically in the World Cup. So it's not like we earned it. We earned the right to be here, and we earned the right that we are doing so well on the international stage.
How far is Malaysia from being in a World Cup?
Very far at the moment. Very far.
What would you change?
Wow, the quality of look, you need more quality at the moment. I think the national team has to be stronger. I think you got to have a really strong league to have a strong national team. I know I'm repeating myself.
that sounds
but
like
that's how it is.
sounds like Italy.
Oh,
Well, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Italy's unbelievable. It's just what is it?
3 World Cups.
3 World Cups. But I think it's their own doing.
you mean Kapun Cup?
It's their own doing. When it
Yeah.
comes to Italy, it's not like they don't have a strong league. They got a strong league and they got strong players. But obviously something is
Missing.
gone wrong with the selection.
Yeah,
bureau
there's a
there.
lot more foreigners
Yeah.
playing in the league
Well, there
now.
is.
So the person in charge of Italian football isn't correct. So that's why it doesn't, transcend into the national team selection.
Ooh,
It could be said the same thing here.
Yeah. Well, it is at the moment. I mean, the amount of, I think, foreigners playing in the league, it's taken away a lot of
Berapa-
opportunities from the local players.
Countdown mana?
How much more time do you have on radio, by the way?
Countdown hilang ke? Sebab kita nak tahu.
So anybody on radio
okay,
listening in
terima
the car is like,
kasih.
hey, what's going on? Why are they
Yes.
talking about this?
Maaf sebab
So if you're tuning in, this is the first time ever. There's 2 shows on 2 radio stations on TikTok in 2 languages. It's called Pemain ke-12. It's all about Malaysia. We have a legend in Abbas Saad, my Habibi, from Australia. The first pundit for Astro Supersport as well. Back in the day, 442. It was in 2009. And, it always has great memories, right, Abbas? So,
Yeah.
I mean, even just now when we were walking in,
Yeah.
the police officers are going like, hey, Abbas Saad. And I was like, yeah, my
yeah,
friend.
muka sama.
No, they were great memories. They had great times here at Astro, and covering the football, best job in the world.
Yeah, so we'll talk a bit more about that, especially the International Cup, because we can't say
We
Cup.
can't use the...
Obviously we're ending the second segment, but do join us on TikTok on Pemain ke-12 di Sina dan juga di Mix. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, please tanya dekat komen di Sina juga, sebab malam ni macam senyap sikit. Fikri 92, hello. We're going to take a quick break on air, on radio. We have another 2 segments on Mix as well as Sina, but do join us with 20 more seconds. I keep
You
on
have to
talking.
keep talking.
I
I know.
I've gotta
I
keep
was
on
trying to
talking
help you,
because we
but
cannot have any dead
So in
moments
anybody
on
listening to
radio,
us in the car,
or else we'll just go.
we just have to go to a break right now. Don't worry.
So we're
Abba-
going to take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Pemain ke-12. Please do join us or join us on TikTok in a bit. See you there, boyo. Thank you. Okay. You see, this is what happens. This is the only show that is both on TikTok and live on online as well as radio. So
Do you miss living in Malaysia, bro?
Sorry?
Do you miss living in Malaysia?
Yeah, I do. I love Malaysia.
So what do you miss about the food?
We just had dinner.
Everything.
Yeah, I love the food, and I love the culture. I love the Malaysian culture, and that's important for me.
So when you first came here, right, what was your feeling when you first came across?
Well, when I first came into Asia, I first went to Singapore actually. So and then after Singapore, I went to Johor, and I absolutely loved it. I didn't want to go back, and that's why I think I was here for about 7 years, and at the time playing, and then before going back to Australia to finish my career, and then when the opportunity came up on television with ESPN first in Singapore, I jumped at it, and I haven't looked back since then.
Do you remember how the Subang airport first looked and how it's changed?
You have to ask about Subang Airport.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, that's my
yeah.
childhood memories.
Wait,
flying
wait,
out
wait.
and
On
flying
The
in.
2000
I
and you
honestly
already
can't.
came in via
Subang lah.
KLIA.
Yeah, KLIA.
Yeah,
actually.
Subang
No,
was
before that, bro.
No,
No,
like-
I came in
bro,
KLIA.
bro.
Wait.
Subang was like much earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I'm
Yeah.
44. Sorry, my
Yes,
bad.
you're still
Yeah.
young, bro.
Yeah.
But it was always in and out of Subang, and then KLI happened. You're right. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
No, I came into.
My uncle used to
KLIA,
work
yeah.
there.
Mm.
And I used to work there. So there was a radio station, remember, in KLIA?
KLIA is there.
I used to work there every day, 6 days a week.
Very
So I literally had to pay money. And the worst was, and luckily the train never broke down. Lah.
You kerja kat mana dekat KLIA? But I'm not gonna ask you where you were. So let's go to the International Cup. And of course, Safi Salim berada di sana. Dia fly last Sunday kan. Dan dia berada di sana. Kalau you nampak TikTok dia memang aktif di social media. Dia juga hantar video untuk kita orang untuk menonton sekarang. Please.
Can we watch
Jom.
this video?
Akhirnya saya sampai juga dekat World Cup New Jersey Stadium.
Very good. Very good. Together?
1, 2.
Good game.
Abang Rashid, hai Roshan dan hai semua pemain ke-12. Okey, saya sekarang berada dekat New York. Baru je habis tengok game Jerman lawan Ecuador. So dia punya VAR, dia punya environment Piala Dunia, dia punya persiapan semua lain lah. So dikawal ketat masa nak masuk stadium pun panjang beratur. Dia punya security, dia check semua barang. Tak boleh bawa masuk apa-apa bag sekalipun. So dari situ dari segi tahap dia punya keselamatan memang tip-top. So, bola sepak dunia kali ini telah mencipta sejarah dengan kedatangan penonton penyokong bola sepak yang sangat ramai. Dianjurkan oleh 3 buah negara, US, Kanada dan Mexico. Dalam beberapa hari ini saja dah 3 juta lebih penyokong bola sepak datang untuk menyaksikan pertandingan bola sepak dunia. So bola sepak dunia kali ini sangat-sangat luar biasa.
Wow, full house, huh?
Yeah. Colombians are doing very good.
This is the Ecuador-Germany game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is when Ecuador beat Germany.
Wow.
Wow,
Dan-
full house like an Amy
Yeah.
Search concert lah.
So Safi mentioned just now there was actually 3 million people all around just to not just at the stadium but to actually witness the game, and there was 3 million
Inside
people.
and outside.
Yeah.
And what a game. I mean, I've been saying this. Ecuador is a really good team apart from that one game against the United States. But for them to beat Germany is like insane, bro. It was a good
Yeah.
game, but, you know.
I
Tapi
think, I
kita-
think there's
yeah.
been some really good teams actually.
Yeah.
Some underdogs have really performed.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Capo Verde.
Oh.
Their population is less than Kuching.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Their population is less than Kuching, and they're in the round of 32.
I mean, that's. I think. I mean, see, everybody was saying there's too many teams in the World Cup. I think it's just perfect because you're making it global. I understand. Global. I know it's a thing. Hold on. Welcome back to Pemain ke-12. One show, 2 languages, 2 radio stations. For the first time ever, Sina Mix FM. My name is Roshan. I've got Rashid Saleh and the one and only Abbas Saad with me in the studio.
Thanks,
Hey, che, studio is it? Sorry,
Yeah,
just a
we are
building.
studio.
No, it's not a
Okay.
studio. Actually,
No, pseudo studio,
we have budget to buy one carpet, so that's the show.
and the corner flag.
Corner flag. But Abbas, we were talking about the World Cup, right? The new format. Do you like it?
The international.
Oh,
Cup.
international cup. Oh my
Even
God.
Abbas
Sorry,
knows.
RTM. Sorry, maaf. Sorry, RTM.
Maaf, kita pinjam sekejap
Watch the World Cup on Unify and RTM. But
Piala.
okay, oh,
The
correct.
cup.
Yeah, Kapun Cup. The new format. Do you like it? Yes or no?
With the teams, so many teams. Look, look, it gives opportunities to obviously the weaker teams, teams who probably would never have made the World Cup. Does it drag on? It can drag on. I mean, I was worried there's going to be some really big scores, but look at Cape Verde, look at you look at even Jordan, you look at even Iraq. I mean, they're competitive.
Was Iran robbed?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they were robbed, but
I mean,
don't-
this
I don't know-
VAR
I
is
don't
very
know-
accurate rubbish.
I don't know if it was the right decision there to cancel the goal there, or to disallow the goal. So, if you ask me, yeah, maybe it looked like a goal.
It
Looked
was
like
a goal. I was watching the game and I
So
couldn't believe it.
I don't know where that came from. Look, there's been some horrible VAR. I'm not a big fan of VAR.
Should we
They
just
haven't
get
got it right?
Should we just get rid of VAR? Because I think it makes the game more complicated and worse.
Look, I don't think we can get rid of it completely, but they just got to shorten it, and just basic. Make it really basic about it. It's just every VAR referee is different. You understand?
Yes.
They're all officiating sort of different, or they see it differently. I mean, look
Also,
at the tackle.
one-
Look at the tackle. England was it England against?
Or you mean Messi's stamp on Algeria?
No. The tackle. The tackle. I can't remember who did England play, and they got. Was it Ghana?
Oh
Ghana.
yes, the
Ghana.
penalty. It was a
Come
penalty
on.
to
I mean,
Ghana.
the
Yeah,
guy-
you're
the
right.
guy's karate kicked him
Yeah.
into the box. It didn't even go up to VAR.
Yeah.
Now, you tell me, why is that? So what, are they picking and choosing who they want to...
Well,
that's
there's
what's
so many conspiracies, so
yeah.
kita pun tak tahu siapa
but
yang
that one
akan
you're right.
menang.
There was a penalty to Ghana, 100%.
Yep.
Even and it was really heartbreaking because that for me is one of the best football games I've seen in the last 8 years. Iran versus Egypt.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Bro, they just
It's
did
absolutely
not
brilliant.
care, bro.
Yeah.
They just went at each other.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, it's like a throwback to what in the English Premier League was.
Yeah, I think both teams deserve to go through. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate Iran missed out. But as for Egypt, well, they got to face my country.
Yeah,
Yes.
Australia.
So what about South Korea?
I think they
No,
deserve...
let's focus on the Asian
Yeah,
countries.
I think they deserve what they get at the end. You know what I mean? That last performance was not good enough. I thought the only performance they played well was Mexico. I thought they played well against
yeah,
Mexico.
yeah.
Probably not 2 halves. The second half definitely. First half was Mexico. Second half was South Korea, and they should have got something out of that game. It was unfortunate. The first game against Czech Republic, it was touch and go
50-50.
because Czech Republic is one of the weakest teams in the whole tournament. They've been very, very bad
Czechia.
actually. And the last game, they just did not play well. They just didn't deserve to end it.
Did you watch what a Korean journalist asked the coach? Did your team suffer from food poisoning, all of your players? And his face just dropped.
No, that's it.
I mean, you looked at that performance, you were like, oof.
Yeah, I didn't understand the substitutions.
Yeah, because
also
you wanted
some
to
of the
bring
games.
in the second half because he said the
So-
team will be tired, so he can bring in
but-
Song Heung-min.
somebody like Song has to start, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And for me, when your best players are available in a squad, you play your best available.
Yes, because it's tournament football,
it's three
right?
games.
Yeah,
You
tournament
don't want to
football.
rest them. You got to play them.
It's how what's that team?
Manchester City.
No. I've just forgot. Just they played the
Scotland.
No.
Rob Roy.
I was watching the game as well. You see
this
what
morning,
happens when
Colombia,
we-
Portugal.
No. Ada lupa lah. Bila aku ingat, I can bagi tahu you all. But of course, 3 o'clock this morning, South Africa will be meeting Canada for the first of the round 32 matches.
Tough. It's a tough game actually to pick. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
Look,
because-
Canada's been good. Don't get
Yeah,
me
on
wrong.
home soil,
They're on home soil. They got to be.
but they're not
favourites.
now. They're not playing on home soil because they came second.
Okay.
So they're not playing on home soil.
But-
They've
but
gone across
it's
to
still a decent game. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I'm looking forward to Brazil versus Japan. I mean, we got 50 seconds on radio.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break after this. But I tell you, Japan have been
Phenomenal.
fantastic to watch.
Superb. They were phenomenal for 60 minutes the last game, and then as soon as they conceded against was it Sweden, as soon as they conceded the equaliser, they just went pear-shaped. But they have been superb, and I've picked Japan to go really deep in this tournament. I
Yeah.
think they might be one of the first Asians ever to
Beat.
get into the semi-final. But
And-
my God, they've made their trek pretty hard now.
Okay, it's fantastic. We're going to take a quick break. If you're listening to us on radio, either on Sina or on Mix, you can log on to our TikTok account, which is online. Hey, we got a comment from Sham. But before I read that comment, we'll go for a break. We'll be back after these messages. Stay tuned right here on Sina and Mix FM.
Wow, you really did the radio thing.
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
know. Sorry. Who is Abbas's pick for the International Cup? Oh, wow. When our commentators also scared of RTM. Who is the Abbas's pick for the International Cup
Apart from
from Australia?
It's France. I picked France or Spain.
Bro,
Those were
that
the two
squad,
teams.
bro,
Yeah.
is insane. France's
Yeah.
squad.
But now they're all gonna.
You saw Dembele's.
Oh, sorry,
performance.
that's what I mean. France played their full team in the final game as
Yeah.
well. Like I
Bro,
just
Dembele,
remember.
bro.
Ah.
Oh my God. like John
Aduh,
Cena.
saya ni.
Cannot say about-
So what's your pick?
I think France. I think France was one of my favourites, and Spain. But I don't know. Spain haven't really got it together yet.
Okay,
But they are
okay.
capable.
I have a theory. Because for me, the group stage is group stage. Once you get to the knockout stage, teams suddenly change. Like I know you're gonna laugh at me, but Portugal knockout suddenly because they play each game like it's their last.
All the teams they're going to play right now.
Well,
Yeah.
they're going to play Croatia.
Croatia,
Yeah.
Portugal,
then
yeah.
uh,
And then
but they-
after Portugal,
okay,
Croatia,
okay.
they'll have to meet up
Spain,
with Spain.
and,
I
And-
then
and-
France.
and then-
And then the other conspiracy is you look at Argentina in
Bro,
the second bracket.
have you seen what's your first game, bro?
Yeah,
Cape Verde.
Bosnia.
Yeah.
Cape
Oh,
Verde,
Cape
and
Verde,
then-
sorry.
Cape Verde.
And then after that, they
Whoever-
will meet Australia or Egypt
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the round of 16.
Yeah.
Like the last
You know,
World Cup.
Yeah.
I would like Mo Salah to dump Messi out of the World Cup.
But I think Mo Salah is injured. I don't think he's going to play.
No, I
against
hope he
Australia.
can recover, bro.
don't
I
think
just
he
hope he
will.
can recover.
If it's a hamstring, it's very
No, you just
unlikely.
believe in yourself.
I know my hamstring. I wouldn't have recovered in 3 days. I probably need 2 weeks. So there you go.
Hey, but like I said, I thought the better team was Iran.
Yes, I agree with you there. 100% I agree with you. Iran were the better team on the day, and they should have won the game. But
Yeah,
But
they
such
didn't.
is
for
life.
for
They didn't.
to win this year,
Who's that?
France. You said France.
Yeah, I'm
It's
going
still
to
France,
stick
huh?
with France. I think, yeah, France and Spain.
Not even
I had it.
Australia. How far do you think Australia will
Australia
go?
can go the round 16. I think we'll beat Egypt. We will beat Egypt, and then we got Argentina, and then we'll start praying. and then, you
And then
Argentina.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, you just gotta,
Hey, no,
play.
but-
But I think they've done superb. Australia's been absolutely superb. They've done superb to get out of the group and finish second in the group.
You know, there was a time, if you go back about 6-7 years, when Australian football was going through some problems, right? And they changed everything around. So from that experience, and I think you were there when this was happening, you won
Correct.
Coach of the Year or something like that,
Yep,
right?
yep, it
I
was
still,
around, yeah.
I still can't believe you're a footballer. But anyway, what were the lessons that you learned then? If somebody is actually watching the show right now, who's in charge of local football, what would you tell them right now?
Look,
the pinpoint.
there was a transitional period around there, and I think the coach at the time, I think it was Graham Arnold, came in, and he was still using some of the older players. And look, that's what it is as a coach. If you got trust in some players, you'll always want to use them because you know what you're going to get with those players. Now, Tony Popovich has come in, and he's had to make the really hard call. He's left some senior citizens, you know, and I'm talking about senior citizens.
Who are you talking about?
Who are not old. I'm talking about senior citizens, probably like early 30s, you know. They can still play. But he said, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit with these youth, some of these young guys. He picked a couple of 18-year-olds, a couple of 20-year-olds.
Very brave.
Yeah. And that's brave. This is a World Cup. This is the biggest. This is the international cup. This is the biggest
biggest stage.
So, and then first game comes up, and then he's benched his captain and his vice captain. Do you understand? And that takes
a lot of
cojones. Exactly, cojones. Yeah, that
bola besar.
And then and it worked, and it's worked. It didn't work the second game. Maybe the tactical sense it didn't work the second game, but then he went in the third game. He went with his intuition. It's what he wanted to do. But he said, you know what? These guys, in the next 4 to 6 years or 4 to 8 years, we've got a very now strong team on the back of what? The experience that these young guys have come in. Maybe that's something what Malaysia can do, the same thing.
If we get to the World Cup, yeah.
Well, I mean, in any tournament, start now believing a little bit more in the youth and start throwing in a more younger team. And then persist with it.
So
Safi for president, okay.
Okay, we have this problem here where we think that under 23-year-olds are still young. Is that so?
16 or 17 is not young. I mean, I made my first grade debut at 16, 17 years old, and I'm not the only one. A lot of them have. You know what I mean?
James Milner, 16, Rooney, 16.
Age is just a number for me. Yeah, exactly. And if you're good enough, if you're young enough or you're good enough, you get picked. No, under 23 is too old as far as I'm concerned. If somebody's very outstanding at 17 or 18, Malaysian, start playing them. Start them.
Yeah,
blood them the experience. Early. The only way they're going to gain experience is by playing.
I mean, I'm like somebody's looking at me like I run Malaysian football.
Rugby is a bit different, but because of the physicality.
So now we have two teams, right?
Yeah.
Now we have two teams. There's the under 23 team and the national team. They're going for two different competitions. I forgot that part.
I don't want to talk about the under 23.
Yeah, I also
Selamat kembali ke pemain ke-12 bawah 23 yang saya jawab tadi. Ni segmen terakhir untuk minggu ini, dan bersama kami di studio adalah Abbas Saad, bekas pemain Singapura, dan juga Johor yang akan memberi opinion tentang apa-apa yang kita bincang, which is the International Cup right now. Now, obviously we were talking about Australia just now and how it, and you mentioned that we should blood more youngsters into the system. International football.
And you mentioned that. I mean, for me, I still think that 23. We have two squads apparently now that'll go for two different competitions. And I still don't understand what is under 23 because I've learned from you when you were when we were working together. I've worked with all these managers and footballers that came down for 10 years. And they would always tell me, Roshan, 23, it's too old. There's no such thing as an under 23 team.
No.
I mean, why do we still have this in Malaysia, this concept that an under 23 team must exist? Abbas, sorry.
Oh, look, there's under 23 competitions, but it doesn't mean they have to play in the under 23. I mean, they could be 16, 17 or 18. If they're good enough, they should be playing international on the international stage for the national team. So you pick them. If their quality is good. It's all about the quality.
How old were you when you made your debut?
I was 17 years old. And I'm not the first one. And I know so many players, if you're good enough, you pick them out and give them the confidence. Throw them in there. That's the only way they're going to gain experience is by playing. And it's the only way you're going to know if they're good enough is by playing. But don't expect them to hit sky high straight away. But give them time to adapt. But that's what I think the Australian national coach have done, bringing in about 6 or 7 of those young players. But that mix of experience and youth and exuberance, it just brings up energy. And that's what's happened now. A lot of the teams who've done that, I think they've been very, very successful so far in the international tournament.
When you were playing here, right, what was the average age for the squad? You were 27, right? 28?
When I came here, I came here at 21 years old.
Okay.
So I came here.
So now you're
I was
30.
Still yeah.
You're still 30 years old, right?
I'm now, what is it, 45, I think I am. So it's, so yeah, look.
Minus,
Look, there
plus,
was a lot of young players
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I came here. I remember the Singapore team. We had Nazir Nasser and a few others that were only 18 years old, but they were bloody good players. So and you know, so why not play him? And I know in Johor, we had the late Anwar Abu Bakar. He was we used to call him Baby. You know, Baby Anwar, and he was 17 years old. He came and played in our Johor team, our double winning championship team. And he was one of the best players in our team at 17, and he had a great career. Now, I think he played for the national team at 18 or 19 years old. Why not? You got look at Arif Ayman, look at a few others. Some of those ones, if they are good enough, it doesn't matter what their age are. Play them.
I'm not going to ask you about the recent Malaysia Cup final because you were watching that in.
I was in Hong Kong
In
actually.
Hong Kong.
Actually, I would like to ask Rashid because the number 7 Ramadan.
Yeah.
Huh? Was it a moment of celebration for you, Abba? I mean, the penalty miss was bad, but the open goal, was it an open goal for you, Abbas?
I feel
As
sorry
a
for
striker,
him. I'm
yourself.
a big fan of Ramadan. I think he's a wonderful player. I honestly think I watched him first come up at JDT on the wing there with Arif Ayman one side and Ramadan the other side. I really felt sick for the kid. You know what I mean?
Why? Huh?
Look, the pressure he would have been under. You know, in the
Should
final.
he have taken the penalty?
I wouldn't have taken it. I'll be honest with you. If it's up to me, I wouldn't have taken it. If I was probably the coach, I probably would have asked somebody else to take it, maybe another foreigner or somebody to take it. But that's just the pressure of football. You know
And
what
I mean, he's come from JDT as well, so that's.
that doesn't really matter. The game. This is a final, and he gave his best. He was brilliant for obviously Kuching City the whole season. So you can't just pinpoint on that performance, but you look at his performance all throughout the year. He was absolutely superb. But I really felt sick for him missing those 2 opportunities because that could have been the difference in the final.
Yeah, I mean, it was still 0-0 at that time, and then Arif Ayman came on and changed the entire game. Was it not 0-0 when the penalty was missed? It's still 0-0, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, should that have been the coach's decision to say no? I mean,
it doesn't come down also to the coach. I mean, he's probably a regular penalty taker. He has been, and he's taken it. If he's a regular penalty taker, then he'll put his hand up and take it. But for me, obviously with teams that I played, I've been the regular penalty taker. But if I didn't feel confident, if I'm in a shitty game, then I'm not confident of taking it. I'll throw somebody else. Say, you confident to take it? Say, yeah, then you take it. It's all about confidence. It's all about confidence. And maybe he wasn't confident.
Manchester City. That's his
No, that's what he's saying. Man City.
He's got a list.
Correct.
He's got a list. That's why he has
he's
it.
from Australia. His
Yeah,
accent is
that's
a bit
why.
thing. Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, maafkan
What is
kami
this word,
sebab dia-
mate? Why do you? I can't stand Malaysians who
is
use the word
buddy,
mate.
whatever you wanna call
If
it.
you're Australian, you can use
Friend,
it. If you're
kawan.
white, you can use it. If you're Angmo, you can
Relax,
use it.
mate.
No.
Okay.
Malaysians use mate. I tell you, I'll send them to immigration.
On that note,
Like
mate.
the football team.
On that note, mate, we thank you for
Totally,
watching
mate.
Pemain ke-12.
Mate.
We'll be please join us again same time, same
Mate.
place on radio, on Mix, and also on Sina next week.
Mate.
Take care. Have a good week ahead.
Mate.
Bye, mate.
Mate.
Bye. All right.
Oh, now we can relax
Finally.
lah. Oh
Now
my
we
God,
can
no more
relax a bit
radio.
more.
Okay, what do you want to talk about now?
So we've got this.
You mean we're just starting now? This is
Yeah,
not
we're just
radio?
starting the show now.
No. It's
No,
a
just
technique. We
joking.
have to do some
Yes, mate.
some
Okay.
some videos, right?
Yes, we got some videos coming up. But let's just fokus kita bagi tumpuan kepada perlawanan-perlawanan yang akan berlangsung sebab kita ada grafik kan. So kita nak tunjuk sebab orang buat grafik janganlah tak tunjuk. Okay, so International Cup round of 32 30 Jun selain daripada perlawanan di antara
Brazil versus Japan.
Mexico pula, Canada dan South Africa. Ada Brazil menentang Japan pukul 1 pagi hari Isnin.
Bra.
Ya, Brazil.
Sorry. I read as bra.
Netherlands akan menentang Morocco pukul 9 pagi. 9 malam.
This is a
So
really good
siapa
game,
yang
bro.
nak pergi
That's what
kerja
I'm
tu
doing.
kalau
Oh, is it?
sokong Netherlands, this is going to be a really good game, isn't it?
Yeah, very
Netherlands
good
and
game.
Morocco.
When you say you're doing it, where are you doing it?
At the Met. Is it at the Met?
So, I mean, you're emceeing or what?
No. Just doing this. Just analyzing it, watching it. and-
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Can I come
yeah.
and watch?
Yeah.
But 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
When is it? Tomorrow, is it? Today?
No, that one is on Tuesday.
Oh, no, I got my kids
9
already, so no
AM.
chance.
So dan 3 Julai Portugal akan menentang Croatia. This is going to be another
Oh,
good
this
match.
one
for
I'm
you.
scared, bro.
7 pagi.
It's a big game.
So what are your thoughts on this one, Abbas?
Croatia played probably their best game actually this morning. So
Yep.
they're starting to get into a bit of form. Look, Portugal, we haven't seen the best out of Portugal yet.
They've struggled, huh?
If they can put it together, they've got the squad, they've got the team and the squad to go all the way and win the World Cup. So
Yeah.
that's how good Portugal is. But they need to gel very, very soon. This is knockout stage now. There's no second chances. I'm still picking Portugal. I think Portugal will still win this game.
Right, so 4 Julai Argentina akan menentang
Boo.
Cape Verde.
Boo.
Siapa? Are you booing Cape Verde?
No, I want them to. I mean,
Pukul
it's-
6.
I think it's going to be like 7-0.
You think?
3 penalties to Messi minimum.
No, I don't think
No
so.
red cards for Argentina at all?
I don't think it'll be a. I think
He's
they're
going to
gonna-
stamp people again and
Of
not get a
course,
red card.
there's a new milestone for Argentina, 50 wins in the International Cup. The third team to
Wow.
achieve this after Brazil and Germany
Wow, that's
in
brilliant.
this
yeah.
tournament. But do you think Messi will? He's already leading.
He's got
in
6
terms
goals,
of-
hasn't he?
yeah,
He's, two ahead of him.
He's already scored in every like 7
And
consecutive.
Mbappe is what, 27, right? Bro, that
Oh
guy.
no, Mbappe will break his record. I think eventually. I think so. He
Yeah, hope
plays
so.
another World Cup.
Yeah.
He's that good, and he hasn't stopped scoring yet. I think there'll be more goals in Mbappe. I think there'll
Yeah.
be more goals now with Messi. As you said, he's already broken. What is it? The record of what 7
7 consecutive
games in
matches.
It's
Yeah.
incredible what he's doing. At
Yeah,
his
and the
age.
referees have really helped him. Sorry, what?
And
You're
Ronaldo.
just a Messi hater, aren't you?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't hate Messi. I don't hate Messi. I'm just saying.
Appreciate the guy.
I
Trust me,
appreciate. I
trust
do
me,
enjoy watching him
appreciate.
play.
You only
He
watch.
can-
You said just earlier.
can only
you
do
will
so-
only watch Argentina once Messi is gone.
No, I'll start
you said
supporting
that
again.
off-
I love Maradona.
Yeah.
You know I'm a
Yeah.
Maradona
I know.
fan, bro.
That's why I said you'll only
I have a
watch
Maradona
them.
number 10 jersey.
Yeah. Only I know. But,
Argentina, but
but
you know.
you still you won't watch them until.
All I'm just saying is, if you're going
Put
to,
you on the spot.
I'm just saying, isn't it a bit odd that game against the Netherlands, the last World Cup, was a clear handball, no card, stamp on an Algerian player, no card. Come on, bro.
Okay. Also kepada penonton kami, kalau ada you nak tahu siapa, you nak teka siapa yang akan menang piala. Oh, nak
Piala.
piala
World.
antarabangsa ni, please let us know in the comments. Okay, next game, that's it for the graphics. Oh, very good, guys. We've actually gone through the graphics. But let's go to Troll by It.
Yeah, some
This
videos.
is a couple of videos that we show
Sure.
towards the end of the show, and we really like to comment on it. So this is a reporter asking Cristiano Ronaldo if he ever play on the same team as Messi.
La
Take it from
pregunta es
here.
justamente, hasta ahora siempre fue Cristiano contra Messi en el pasado, hasta reciente, pero nunca Cristiano y Messi. Nunca han jugado juntos, ¿no? Entonces, ¿no crees que uno de tus desafíos es jugar con Messi en algún partido y ver qué se siente, qué pasa juntos? Gracias.
Bueno, boludo, nunca se sabe.
Old one, right?
Pues,
Es broma. Tú sabes que yo tengo mucho cariño por Argentina. Es que mi mujer es argentina. Así que, ¿cómo no se puede tener
Guay,
un cariño? Ya estoy con mi mujer a 9 años. Le amo, ¿sabes? Y tengo un cariño muy especial. Y ha tenido invitaciones para jugar al Mundial de Clubes de Argentina. Tú lo sabes. Nunca se sabe, ¿sabes? El tiempo está ahí, ¿sabes? Ya tengo 40 años, pero yo digo, nunca puedo decir de esta agua no beberé. No sé si se dice español o si entiendes. Pero veo muy difícil. Pero te puedo decir, me gusta mucho Argentina. Nunca fui a Argentina, pero quiero ir. Tengo mucho cariño por los argentinos. No, la verdad que no. No tengo. Y tengo cariño también por Messi. La verdad que fuimos rivales durante muchos años, pero yo he dicho en un par de entrevistas que ya estamos ahí en el stage, en el escenario 15 años. Y yo me recuerdo que antes él, no sé si ahora habla un poquito inglés, pero Messi no hablaba nada de inglés. Yo le traducía cuando nos explicaba la gala, lo que tenemos que hacer, y yo le traducía. Yo tengo un cariño por él, porque así a mí siempre me trató bien y me respetó mucho como veo a él. Pero yo veo esto muy difícil, pero nunca se sabe.
How do you hate this fellow? How can you hate him, man?
Nobody hates
Nobody hates him.
There's a lot of people that hate him.
Well,
FIFA.
Just people. You are like on this conspiracy FIFA daripada.
Hey,
Some
listen.
question, by the way,
Russian.
by the
But hey,
journalist.
listen, it's not conspiracy. I can tell you there's a former president of FIFA who said, you know, you should be like Messi rather than Cristiano because he's always worried about his hairstyle. Same guy who said things about the Cameroon national team and their squad outfit.
Oh, okay.
And also what women should wear on the football field. It's the head of FIFA back in the day. He said the same thing. Know your football. I'm just saying. I'm not wrong, I'm right.
I'm just looking at you.
Just saying. But Abbas?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a conspiracy against Ronaldo. Ronaldo is one of the most loved, sportsmen in the world, and he's one of the most famous sportsmen in the world. So I don't think so.
He's a billionaire, you know. But for him to have that same desire to be number one
It's brilliant.
is and it's the best thing any kid out there, boy or girl.
It's ridiculous what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
His dedication to the sport
Oh.
is,
It's enormous.
You
It's
know.
enormous. You got to give both of them.
yeah.
They look after themselves so well. Yeah, imagine if Maradona and the Brazilian Ronaldo looked after themselves like Messi and Ronaldo did. How long, or how much more they would have achieved in their
But they wouldn't have
career.
been players what they were if they,
No,
if
they
they did
wouldn't
take
have,
care
you
of
know
themselves.
what? I don't think
don't think Maradona
Yeah, I don't think
would have-
they'll take it back either. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they-
yeah. It's
they
like
would have been happy with their life.
asking Paul Gascoigne not to drink.
Oh,
Okay,
bloody.
so Thierry Henry explains about Zone 14 on the football pitch and why Messi likes it.
Welcome to Titi's L'Art du Football. Listen, we talked about Lionel Messi living, breathing, sleeping, having a coffee in that zone, Zone 14. Let me explain it to you. Zone 14 is a central area right outside
look at that.
the opponent's box. Exactly where I am right now. We all know that Zone 17 is the zone where you score the most goals. Unfortunately, obviously, that's where the goal is. But if you know how to hang around here and understand the game, you can score a lot of goals. And Lionel Messi knows exactly how to stay here. This is his house. Because when the ball enters zone 13 or can enter zone 16, everybody will crash the box with runs. And if you're clever enough to step out, receive the ball,
Wow.
and obviously have the quality of Lionel Messi, you can score. This is me in zone 14, pretty comfortable. I don't know where you are, Rebecca, but that's where I am. Back to you.
Wow.
Bro, I mean, that's one thing I can.
You
I mean,
ever heard that explained
no,
that
I
way?
mean, okay, there was, back in the day it was called, and now it's called transition, then a transmitter, or whatever it is, or the block system. But that's the place where the number 10 is, right, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He knows if you're going to score goals, these are the areas you got to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to call it the
And,
final
you know,
zone. That's it,
And
the third
and
zone.
there's no one smarter than Lionel Messi.
Like, can I tell you something? You know what's irritating me? You know, back in the day, you're moving the ball forward, right? You're going forward with the ball. You're passing it to the flanks.
Yeah.
What is these American commentators saying they're going vertical? Am I like Superman? Is it? I'm going to start flying vertically up front, is it? Huh? What is vertical, Macha?
No, well, you know,
Go forward!
you just have to get used because the
Oh.
you know the
And
the
no, it's not
interna-
tackle. It's a
inter-
good impact. What
international-
is deep impact like the
It's
movie?
just- you got to get used to
the
the term.
No, brother, no,
international
this is
cup.
haram.
This is
This is
why
football, bro.
No, because we have hydration break now also.
Yeah.
No, hydration break, I'm okay. I'm
No,
very
I
well-
am not okay with
no,
it.
bro, I'm
No.
sorry. When the camera, the hydration break, I said this in the last show, they turn to all these very beautiful women. I fall in love. I should work in
Okay,
immigration. I would
okay.
it's okay. I will fall in love.
So you like the hydration break?
Yeah, bro, my
because of
hydration is
the-
very good, lah,
because
bro.
of the women on screen.
Yes, correct.
So forget
You
about
don't
the game.
forget about the game.
The
Yeah.
quality
Forget
of the
about the
game.
game. It's okay, no problem. But I'm just telling you,
God.
what is vertical? Attacking vertical.
You see, you just
Americans
can't.
are
You have.
different, aren't
you
they?
do- See, this is what happens when you're playing the International Cup in the US.
Oh.
And you will always have, like Mexico, Canada, US. If you spend a lot of time watching MLS, if you have Apple TV,
yeah, I
you
do,
watch
I
it, you will hear this kind of conversation. And I actually watched it to get used to the World Cup. So I'm not So they have the English pundit or the English commentator paired with an American,
Correct.
and you know, if you're not used to it, and people are not used to it because
Yeah,
it's the
'cause it's
first time
not
been
football.
done. It is soccer.
Football's one language.
Yeah, football.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
soccer is there. Vertical horizon.
Okay,
I went for
let's
vertical
go
horizon
to
betting.
the final video. Highlight okay, so because this one is important because Brazil against Japan, they're meeting in the round 32, and the last time Japan met Brazil was in a friendly match.
They beat them 2-0, didn't they? Was it 2-0 or 2-1?
3-2.
Was it 3-2? Okay.
Do Japão,
Wow.
Nakamura. Fabrício Bruno ainda tenta cortar e manda para trás. Nakamura empata o jogo para a seleção japonesa. O Japão melhor no segundo tempo, marcando 2 gols. Nakamura fechando na segunda trave, livre, chutando de primeira. E a noite no Japão não tá legal pro Fabrício Bruno. Ele tenta cortar e manda para trás. Nakamura. Fabrício Bruno e a bola entra. É o empate japonês. Nakamura.
I want that man,
Japonesa, toque de
the
cabeça.
commentator.
Gol! É do Japão. Ueda. A virada sai. O Japão vem avassalador para o segundo tempo e marca 3 gols. Ueda vira.
So that the game that Japan won 3-2 in a
Friendly.
friendly.
game. It's a friendly. It's a friendly.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
you know.
you're still going to beat them. It's a great achievement to beat them. It's not easy to beat any Brazilian team, but this Japanese team is different. They are full of confidence. They're full of star power. Their players, they got really great players. Their players are playing at the top level in European football, in club football, and so I'm not surprised. I mean, you look at their performance so far. Look at their performance against Holland. I thought they were superb against Holland. I thought they were superb in every game that they played in the group stage.
Very
But
professional.
It depends. Can they handle the pressure? This is where it's going to come to. Look, they've made the quarterfinals, I think, the last couple of World Cups, but they've just missed on that hurdle, that little bit of class that they needed. This time, I think they've got the squad to go really deep. If they can beat Brazil, anything's possible for this Japanese
I think they
team.
can beat Brazil.
Yeah,
it just depends on whether
absolutely.
Brazil show up or not.
Well,
like you
Brazil hasn't shown up, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe the last game they played a little bit better, but I think it's just an aging team. It just depends who Ancelotti picks, and it really depends on Vinicius, Vinicius Junior. I mean, for me, he's still the most dangerous and the best player in the whole World Cup. On his day, he's that good. He is that
Better
good.
than Mbappe?
I think so. I like Vinicius Junior. I mean, I look at his performance and Mbappe's performance for Real Madrid. You can't tell me Mbappe's performance were better than Vinicius. Without Vinicius, there is no Real Madrid. So, and at the moment, without Vinicius, there's no Brazil. They're talking about Neymar coming back. I'm sorry to say, I love Neymar. I've always loved Neymar. But at the moment, I think Neymar is just running at my pace at the moment because of his injuries. And I really feel
You know,
sorry.
the ACL, the videos are crazy.
Yeah, it's just his
Why are you
injuries
saying
that
you're
they-
fast?
I'm still pretty quick, actually.
I mean, okay, Abbas, you mentioned the word pick, right? If there was like a magical situation whereby I tell you right now, you can pick any team to coach in Malaysia. Forget JDT. Who would you pick? My God, you can't say anything. This is the first time in my life. He's not saying anything.
Are you like lost for words?
Look, I love the east coast of Malaysia. So you got Sarawak or
Kelantan.
I like Penang. I love, you know, obviously you like KL. Yeah, you want to stay in KL. But if you ask me, probably Malacca or Negeri Sembilan. I think those probably two have always been.
And what would be your demands? What would be in your contract apart from your paycheck? House, phone,
Got the normal stuff.
just the
Paid
normal
on
stuff.
paid on time.
paid on time.
Yeah, I think they're doing okay at the moment.
Okay, so Negeri Sembilan, Malacca. Anybody else?
I think it's probably two. Probably Penang, I think, would be another one.
Would you ever take up the Selangor job if you were given the choice?
I wouldn't say no, of course. I mean, Selangor is the biggest team in Malaysian football. No, they're the biggest club.
Yeah, well, you know,
you're
they
banned
were.
in Johor, bro.
They were.
They
But
were.
it's obviously Johor. JDT is
At
the
the
biggest
moment,
club
yeah.
now. Yeah, I mean, even my time, I mean, it was always Selangor, Johor. They were the two big teams. And,
I used to think it was Selangor, Singapore.
yeah, I mean, Selangor they've won the cup more than
Yeah.
anybody before. But now, I mean, without a shadow of doubt, JDT is the number one team
Okay.
in Malaysian football.
So you're going to be here throughout the World Cup.
Yes.
Kapun Cup.
Oh, throughout the International Cup.
Yeah.
Selalu cakap macam tu. It's nice to be back, but you know, the International Cup has been almost 2 months. Is that quite a long time? Because we've got the Premier League coming up soon.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, and
I
other
agree.
leagues, obviously, but of the Premier League, is it something that will be, because it's very different to previous tournaments,
Yeah,
international
it's dragged
cups.
on.
Yeah,
It has dragged on, and
Yeah.
it's the leagues are gonna start after that.
yeah.
Look, you got to look at the health of the players. I mean, a lot of those players are going to be involved really deep into this World Cup, and they're not going to have much of a break to come
Injuries,
into.
right?
And yeah, look, it's just the physical aspect of the game and the pressure of the game. That's going to be something.
And a lot of people have forgotten that the Club World Cup also took place last year.
Yep.
So they've been playing since
That's right. That's
almost 2 years straight, you know.
That's right. That's
I mean,
right.
your leg and your knee will go no matter how fit or young you are, right?
Well, with sports science these days, I think the players are well looked after. So I wouldn't really look into it too much in that detail. I think Luka Modric said it best.
What did he say?
He had a go at sports science. He says he just wants to play football. He goes, he's played every game. Physically, he should be okay for every game. So he was never asked to take a rest here or there. He just backed himself and worked.
He just
And
played.
So he's old school. He's pretty much like what
Oh,
I am.
he's
I'm old
Eastern
school
European.
Also. Yeah.
That's why.
So,
it's
but
like
these days they're very pampered. The players are very pampered. They've got so many.
distractions.
They've got so many distractions and other stuff they can do. But the sports science is obviously number one from every club. So they do have to look at the health of the players.
There's Hans Zon, Abbas Saad, ex-Pandit also, dan Roshan Narayan too. Yes, memang ada
Yeah,
dua.
bro, old school.
Dua very old school. So
You also, ESPN?
Saya lain sikit.
Oh.
I'm a bit different to you guys.
Wow.
I was a host, but anyway, which player? Okay, we'll take one more question. Which player that is the hardest you face in the M League, Abbas?
Oh,
Zainal.
no, he wasn't marking me.
Shabby?
He's probably looking at no. There's been a few. There's been a couple of good big foreigners.
John
that
Hunter.
played.
Oh no, John Hunter was a striker.
He was on the other side.
Yeah.
There was a Bulgarian who played for Selangor, Dmitry Kalkonov. He was a big.
Oh my God.
He was a big man. He really used to love kicking me the whole game.
Because you
He
were
was
Australian?
strong. Yeah, he was strong. There was a couple of players in Kedah. Kedah had some really good players also. Adigon, I think, from Nigeria at the back, very, very solid, very, very good player. And there was some really good Malaysian centre backs also at the time. So yeah, look, there was some quality in the M League in the 90s, and there was a lot of good players.
Yeah.
So true or false, did you once score a goal, run to the opposition bench, and there was a manager there, and you like gave him the
Finger?
international peace sign? Hey, don't lie, you nice. No, brother.
Probably.
I don't.
That manager ended up coaching me.
Did you apologize to him after that?
Never. Because I think he sent a few players onto me. I was getting kicked. I was getting kicked like hell at the game, and obviously it was the manager's instructions to kick me. So yeah, when I did score, I did give it to him. Yeah, if that's what
Yeah,
you're
you know,
asking.
you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you still in touch with him?
Sadly,
Do you call him and go, hey, Macha, how are you?
No, sadly he's passed away. He's passed on.
Well, that's not going to happen anymore.
Oh, I shouldn't be laughing at this.
No, someone's deaf.
So anyway, itulah saja yang kita ada untuk pemain ke-12 minggu ni. Thank you very much, Abbas, for joining us.
There's only one Abbas Saad.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll hopefully we'll have Safi next week. Next month will be our show next Sunday.
Oh, you have to send my
10
invoice so I
PM.
can get paid.
That's Roshan, that's a reminder.
Yeah.
So don't forget to join us again pada masa yang sama dan hari yang sama every Sunday 10 PM on Sinar and also Mix TikTok and radio. See you again next week. Bye bye.